we knew that however good the book was that we crafted, that it would live and die on the quality of reproduction of the photographs. And without Bruno, the book simply couldn't have happened. The other great support that we had was from Oregon State University Press. They've just been fantastic to work with, and Carol Butcher's here too, the director of OSU Press, and we've been so, they've stayed with us for 7 years. And like independent bookstores, independent press. I mean, this is like the last, solid academic press in Oregon, and it's amazing and wonderful that OSU Press is still alive, and we're tremendously grateful to be allied with them in this enterprise. So this book's had a lot of success. The first printing of 5,000 copies sold out in 3 months. Much to our surprise, we had talked to people that knew more about selling books than we did, and everyone said, well, that's 5,000 books, that's going to be a 3 to 5 year supply. And so 3 months was a little bit surprising. Of course, we were aided a lot by the fact that there was this exhibition at the Art Museum. A lot of people saw it. There were big billboards up, and people would say, I saw the billboard for your book. And I said, well, it's actually not. The Art Museum borrowed the name, and then they put up billboards, and it was great. It's a really good marketing thing if you ever are looking to market a book that you've made. So it's had this success, but it is wonderful to get this award from the booksellers of the region, the independent booksellers of the region, from people who really love books and care about books. Book was what we wanted to make, and to me, it's really meaningful to. I understand that being an independent bookseller is really a labor of love. You do it because you love books. And we did this because we love books. And it is just a profound honor to get this award. And so I'm grateful. We're both grateful.
Except that I think Terry would be blown away to be here right now. I think one of the things that happened right after he died was that the Wild Beauty was mentioned as a must-buy book in the Wall Street Journal, which was the most unlikely venue for Terry Toedtemeier. He would have been completely bemused by that. I've been looking back over his writings lately, just sort of going through things, and this book. He had done an earlier project back in the 1970s on the Columbia Gorge. As early as the early 1970s, he was completely aware of the photography of Carlton Watkins, of Timothy O'Sullivan, and really interested in pulling together a photographic history of this region. And the book, the collaboration with John Larson, was really a dream come true. And it pulled together John didn't mention that Terry is also a photographer and had spent a lot of his career photographing in the gorge. So he was not necessarily following in the footsteps of those earlier artists because he wasn't sort of a rephotographer, or involved in a rephotographic process. But he was completely aware of that landscape from that photographic history. So he had this encyclopedic knowledge of it. And he also was trained in geology, so he had that bringing to the table as well. So the book itself was sort of a way for John and him to pull together all of their gifts. And if it hadn't been for John, because Terry was a bit of a procrastinator, the book might still be in somebody's brain somewhere like Terry's. But so thank heavens for John, and thank heavens for the support of OSU Press and Bruno and all of these other people who brought this together. And if you didn't get to see the show at the museum, it was a mind blower. So anyway, thank you very much.